Hello guys, we've had so many questions regarding I've submitted my entry, I made a mistake, what should I do, what kind of mistakes is going to impact my chance of being selected or be winning. And so if you are wondering what kind of mistake would either affect or not affect, then this video is for you. Okay, so to clarify, once you submit your entry, there is no way to go back and fix it. Okay, once you submit your entry, there is no way that you can go back and fix it. Some of you make the mistake of trying to submit another entry, and that is going to disqualify you. So take note that if you make a mistake on it, just let it be. Okay, don't go ahead to try and submit another entry as a way of trying to correct it. Okay, and there are about a couple of mistakes that if you make on it, it's not going to impact you, right? If you get selected, there is you can fill out your DS-260 form correctly. So what happens if you get selected? You need to complete the DS-260 form, and that is what you are going to use to apply for the visa. Okay, so number one mistake that if you make, it's not going to negatively impact you is the arrangement of your name. All right, you see on the form, it has last name, middle name, last name, first name, middle name. Okay, if you move it around, so long as you're going to fill your DS-260 correctly, and then you're going to have an affidavit to show that, hey, this is your actual name, it's not going to impact you in any way if you get selected and you're applying for your visa. Same applies to the date of birth. In the United States, the date of birth goes month, day, and year. A lot of other countries is day, month, and year. So let's say you're in a rush, you filled it out and you did it day, month, and year. You fill your DS-260, fill in the correct one, have an affidavit, your passport, everything shows that this is you, and that is not going to negatively affect you. The last mistake that when you make, it's not going to really impact you in any way is your level of education. It doesn't matter if you have a master's, you have a doctorate, right? The basic thing is you need to have a high school degree. It's only going to be a problem if you don't have a high school degree and you say you have a high school degree. Okay, so know that if you have a master's or you're a university student and you're selected, you're a high school, it's really not going to impact you in any way, because the requirement is that you need to have a high school degree or a qualifying work experience. Okay, so these three things, know that it's not going to impact you in any way. The other thing is your place of birth. All right, so let's say, for example, you were born in a suburb within Accra, or a suburb within Kumasi, or a suburb within your home country. Okay, and then you wrote that suburb as your place of birth. However, on your on your birth certificate or on your passport, it has the actual city like Accra, Kumasi, Lagos, or whatever it is. This is not going to impact you. Just make sure that when you are filling your DS-260 form, you use the correct place of birth as it appears on your passport, because they understand that it's not every town that will get the chance to go onto your passport. So take note of these mistakes. If you make them, don't worry about it. Don't try submitting a new entry. Just wait, and if you are selected, just do the right thing, get an affidavit, fill out your DS-260 form correctly, and then you are not going to have any issues, right? But on the other hand, there are certain mistakes that are non-negotiable. There are certain mistakes that are non-negotiable. Your country of birth or the country that you are claiming eligibility. If you make a mistake on those ones, know that you are automatically going to be disqualified for your visa. You might be selected, but in applying for your visa, you are going to be disqualified. So, for example, you were born in Ghana and you select Nigeria. You were born in Nigeria, you select Ghana when your spouse or your parent doesn't have any ties to the country that is going to qualify, right? Nigerians don't qualify, but if they are married to a Ghanaian or someone from another country that is eligible, then they might be able to qualify. So please make sure you've selected the correct country of birth as well as the country of eligibility. So that mistake is non-negotiable. Another mistake, it's also surrounding your marital status or your number of children. Those ones, guys, if you make a mistake on those ones, you are married, you said you are single, you said you are married, you are divorced, you said you are single, or you are widowed, you said you are single, those ones can negatively impact you. So take note of these two non-negotiable mistakes and know that if you make a mistake on those ones, guys, it's definitely going to affect you. Okay, so if you haven't submitted your entry, I would encourage you to take your time and make sure that you don't rush through the submitting of the entry. That notwithstanding, you have like 30 minutes to complete your entry, so just take your time, make sure you are double checking and crossing your T's and dotting all your I's. Okay, if you have already made a mistake on it and it's one of the mistakes that is not going to affect you in any way, don't worry about it. If it's going to affect you in a way, also don't worry about it, because there is nothing that you can do about it. If you try to submit another entry, it's going to lead to an automatic disqualification.